Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. So today's the day. I'm going to open up all my goodies that I got off of Amazon to do this with, and then I'm not going to use some of them. So I got some short nail tips in stiletto and coffin. That way I don't have to file down and reshape, because I'm not very good at that, and sometimes when I do that they all come out wonky. I have an acrylic brush that I ruined and is now in the garbage. I got some more dehydrator, and then I got these cute little, if I can ever open the package, I think they're Dappin dishes. Well, they're for monomer. I got a box of pretty cheap acrylic brushes just because I was afraid I would need backups, and wow, I'm glad I did that. Got some more cuticle wood sticks, and I got a huge Model 1's clear acrylic, and that was like $10. I will probably only buy that from now on. And then I got this Mia's Secret monomer. I did read a lot of reviews on all the different monomers available online, and the low odor ones were like so slow drying, and I did not think that I didn't want anything like super fast. I'm not like good at this. This is my second attempt using acrylic with monomer. My first attempt was on my daughter, and it was a huge fail. This is my first time ever trying it on myself. So I did do a set with the tips, the partial tips, and building out the nail, and they did not turn out horrible. But I really have got to learn liquid to powder ratio before I try that again, because it was a long, hard process, and some of them were just too thin in a lot of places. So I watched a lot of videos on using full cover tips with monomer and acrylic to adhere them to your nail. I did watch one video, only one, where you kind of like very thin layer across the whole entire nail. Well, I'm not doing the cuticle area, everything else, just not the cuticle area. And that will give the full cover tip a little more strength. So that way, when I don't have any nails or any dip on my nails, because I use peel base, it pops off at the most inconvenient times, then I can have the strength and not worry about them breaking, especially right now with all the stuff I have to do for animals. Yeah, that would not be good. So I'm just like pulling out the excess, because like I said, I'm not very good with my bead sizes and my liquid to powder ratio. So I am pulling way bigger beads than I think I actually need. I'm trying to get a lot out. It's going to take some practice. I'm going to keep playing with this stuff in different ways. Most likely I'll stick to doing full cover tips with it. I do love how they turned out. These are actually the Kiara Sky Jelly Tips medium coffin, which I need to get new tips desperately bad, because they're too long for winter. Summer I might be able to get away with it, but right now I cannot. So they're too long, so I cut them down and reshaped them into like a more almond shape. But the problem with that is they have a really high apex, because they were much longer. And I don't know if I like that. I guess once I put some dip on, I will kind of be able to judge better if I like it or not. But right now I'm just kind of undecided. I do have to redo my thumb on my right hand, which I think in some of the angles of the video you'll be able to see that there is a huge air bubble in it. I was hoping it was like an air bubble in the middle that wasn't going to have any effect. But then this morning when I washed my hands, I could see some moisture in there, and I am not going to chance getting a greenie. So that nail is going to come off. I'm going to redo it. But other than that, the seal on every other nail is really nice, really tight, and they just feel so secure. Like, I like using the Dashing Diva Fast Bond, but I don't really feel as secure as I do with this. So I let those dry. I'm letting them dry right now. They're all just sitting over there, and I'm going to prep my natural nails for putting those on. I already did cuticle prep, and I did buff all the nails. These nails don't look very good. My right hand's even worse. So yeah, they've I have not been nice to my nails lately, and I'm pretty disappointed in that. But I did one layer of the dehydrator, and now I'm going in with a layer of the Fast Bond. No, not, goodness gracious. This is Young Nails Protein Bond. I knew it had bond in it, okay? And I'm going to do 2 layers of this, and then my natural nails will be ready for application. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell you guys what a crap show this little Arctic freeze that's going across most of the country right now. And I'm sure I am not the only one that is like horrified by it. Like the super cold temps. I don't know about where you guys are at, but here it got down to negative 35. And of course, that was our coldest night. And I believe that was last Friday night. And we lost power the next morning, which tanked all the temps, and it took forever to warm it back up. But where I do my nails is a little nail trailer, and I have not recovered. It has not recovered. I went out there yesterday to do this application and to do this process, and it was only 40 degrees. I can't sit. There's no flipping way I'm going to sit in 40-degree trailer and do my nails. So I ended up bringing them over to where I live and doing them in here. Surprisingly, I was able to get enough lighting to do this. But anyway, so I just did a little cuticle bead on every single nail except my thumb. I definitely added way too much because there was so much spillage. And basically, a lot of the videos I watched, they weren't getting spillage because they were adding the proper amount. That's just going to take time and practice. There's nothing I can do about that right now. I just, until I do this a few times, I'm not really going to get it down. And that's pretty much what happened with my thumb on my right hand is I put way too much and I thought it was ready and it wasn't. So I pulled my finger off of it and it kind of popped up and then I pushed it back down. But because of it was already like setting, yeah, it created a mess. So I'm going to redo that one and hopefully I'll have better luck. But overall, I mean, spillage and all, I still was able to get pretty good application and then clean up anything that I didn't get with the cuticle stick here with the file. So it really wasn't that bad. I mean, I would compare it to putting these on with gel, except at least I don't have to worry about giving my skin an allergy with this stuff. Although you can. My daughter's actually allergic to acrylic and I think it's the monomer. I don't know. It can't be the acrylic because I do dip nails on her all the time. Same. So it's got to be the monomer that she's allergic to. And I don't know if I'm the one that created that allergy because when I did her nails, her nails were so wet. Like her fingers were so wet from me getting monomer all over them because I had no idea what I was doing. And it looks so easy watching it in videos, but holy moly, it is the hardest thing I've ever worked with, which is why I've avoided it up until this point. But I've just been having a really hard time, like, finding, ever since not using gel anymore, it's just been hard to find an application process. The tips with dip is great, except for the fact that the dip is so hard, it has no flexibility to it. So the second I do any kind of like banging of my nail, it cracks. It's just broken. And then I have to fix it. And it's just kind of a annoying thing. Press-ons are great. I actually really love creating press-ons in the sense that I think I can make my nails look better than when I do them on my own hands. But hopefully that will change the more I do this, I guess. I don't know. I added way too much to that nail, as you could see. But I took enough out that when I apply this nail, I did not have, I don't even think I had any spillage around my cuticle and sidewalls. Actually, I don't even think I had, did I clean? Oh, okay. I did clean a little bit up under from there. Anyway, we're going to go into the drilling. And I don't even know what I was talking about a second. Oh, yeah. Just trying to find something to, yeah. Okay. I would like to get to the point where I can sculpt out a nail with acrylic using either partial tips or the, oh gosh, I don't even know what they're called right now. But I would like to get to that point, but I'm not, there's just no way. I'm not there yet. I don't really, with not knowing the ratios, and then the structure is hard, and then shaping. I struggle at shaping. I always have. That's why I like full cover tips that are already shaped for me. So I need to get some new smaller ones. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping for a minute. You guys have heard me talk long enough, and I don't know if there's anything left to say. I'm going to let you guys watch my filing routine because I think it's kind of important, I guess. But it's my filing routine. It's not saying this is how you guys have to do it. So I'm going to let you guys watch this, and I will be back. So in case you guys are curious at all, the reason that I am filing the whole nail, obviously I have to get off all of the acrylic that spilled onto the nail down by the cuticle, but I'm buffing the entire nail. This is just a super fine buffer sanding band because I use peel base and I don't use gel, so I can't put just a gel top coat over it and then use the peel base. So I'm going to buff them with this, and then I'm going to pull out my buffing blocks, and I have two of them. One that, you know, is a fine buffer, and then the other one is like to make my nails glossy. It gives them a super shiny surface. The last one I used, the white one. And that way I can put the peel base right on the top of that, and it pops off so good and so easy, but it also makes the nails last longer. So like when I used to do gel top coat, I was lucky if I got 2-3 days max out of peel base. Now I can, if I wanted to, which sometimes every once in a while I can't get out to my nail room, like the other day, well, like the last few days, then I can I've gotten like 8-9 days. So I like this method. Even if I could use gel, I would likely use this method because then I decide when the peel base comes off, not the peel base. Up to a point. I don't think, you know, they're not going to last 2-3 weeks. There's no way. Although I've never tested that. So we are done with our filing, our buffing, all of that good stuff. And I'm just taking a sanitizing wipe and I'm cleaning my hands because to go up to the house and wash my hands, I have to put on my coat, put on my gloves, put on my hat, put on my boots. It's a whole thing because it's so cold outside. I can't just walk up to the house. So this is the little kit that I have in my trailer. So I don't have all my cuticle oil stuff and my bag balm. Is that what it's called? I feel like that's what it's called that I would normally put on. So I have this Oil Oasis cuticle balm. I do love this stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I personally like the bag balm better. I feel like it's more moisturizing, and I feel like it stays better. This stuff has kind of it's hard to say, but I prefer the smell of this so much more over the bag balm. Whatever. The things we do to our nails. I don't know. And then I'm going to go in with the gingerbread cuticle oil from Oil Oasis that I have in here. And then I'm going to be done. And this was a process. And I'm bummed that I have to redo one nail because it's going to be a pain in the butt to take it off. That's the hardest part. But I'm basically just going to file it down as thin as I can and then soak that one nail in acetone and then just redo it. And then I'll be good to go. So I don't know how long these are going to last. We will see. Hopefully long enough for me to get some new tips so that next time I do it, I have the proper tips with the, you know, the shape already there and I don't have to try to shape them. I think these turned out okay shape-wise, but they're not all perfect. So it is what it is. But there we go. There we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.